Now, right now, President Biden is meeting with Israeli President Isaac Herzog at the White House. The pair is discussing a range of issues from the Iran threat to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Newsmax Chief White House Correspondent James Rosen joins us now live with more details from our newsroom in Washington. James, good afternoon.
Bianca, good afternoon to you. We are expecting to see the first video of this meeting between Presidents Biden and Herzog of Israel literally any second. It could come during this report. We'll keep an eye out for it. While the presidency of Israel, the head of state, is largely a ceremonial office, Isaac Herzog, you should know, is the son of an Israeli President, Chaim Herzog, and the nephew of an Israeli Prime Minister, Abba Eban. So he brings a powerful pedigree to his role. It was Herzog who had welcomed President Biden on his trip to Israel back in July. There he presented Mr. Biden with the Israeli Presidential Medal of Honor. The White House says among the issues that the two leaders will tackle today, along with Iran and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, are the implementation of the recent maritime border agreement reached by Israel and Lebanon, and the deepening of Israeli relations with Arab countries more broadly in the Middle East. At the same time, a spokesperson for President Biden offered yesterday what sounded like conciliatory words for Saudi Arabia. Diplomacy with the oil-rich kingdom has been strained since Mr. Biden took office. Earlier this month, the Saudi-led oil cartel, OPEC Plus, announced a production cut that triggered angry vows of retaliation from Washington, including a possible halt in U.S. military sales to Riyadh. At yesterday's press briefing, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre was asked for the second consecutive day about published reports that attributed to senior Saudi officials disparaging comments about President Biden and the U.S. Jean-Pierre, who branded the statements ridiculous in Monday's briefing, elected yesterday for the first time in months to accentuate the positive.
We've taken note since the OPEC Plus cut that Saudi Arabia voted against Russia at the United Nations and also pledged $4 million to support Ukraine's reconstruction and humanitarian needs. These steps do not compensate, though, for the production cut, but they are noteworthy, and we'll be watching to see what Saudi Arabia does over the coming weeks, and we'll inform our consultations and review. Look, I'm not going to get into any tit or tat here from the podium about what someone may have said in Saudi Arabia, but I'm just going to lay out how this president sees this relationship and how this president sees this relationship moving forward.
In fact, the Saudis pledged $400 million to Ukraine for humanitarian aid, not $4 million, as Jean-Pierre said there. Now, today, the president will also be meeting with senior officials from the Defense Department, and he will take part in 3 back-to-back virtual fundraisers for Democratic candidates, all without leaving the White House. Bianca.
All right, James, thanks for that live update. We appreciate it.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting
the truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They
let me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
for real people.